In the second part of our series on heroin abuse this week, we're exploring how heroin is threatening our youth. WBKB's Lindsay DeLucia is here to tell us more.
Thanks, Bethany. Though heroin itself may not be dominant in high schools, prescription painkillers are, and they've been proven to lead to heroin abuse for a number of reasons. We spoke with local educators to learn about how they're preventing this trend. For years, Alpena Public Schools have been implementing the internationally known DARE program, educating students as young as 10 years old about drug abuse resistance. The program's goal of preventing the use of controlled drugs as well as violent behavior and gang membership has stuck throughout the years, but the program has evolved to take on even more.
DARE has become more than just a drug abuse resistance strategy. It's become more about healthy life-making choices. When it just starts with cigarettes, with chewing tobacco, with alcohol. The hope is that those decision-making skills will follow them on through junior high and high school to where now we have this rash of drug abuse, that they'll forego that they'll avoid that because they didn't get involved with the gateways to begin with.
Officer Tim Marcourt works in the elementary schools in Alpena and is also the liaison at the high school. The gateways that he talks about are possible precursors to prescription painkillers, which are what's most present among high schoolers and pose a large problem to administrators.
The prescription drugs are a huge problem because we can't see them. We're not going to find them on a kid more likely than we would. If they come in after lunch and they smell like marijuana, we know that they've been using. But Percocet's one of the hot ones. Oxycodone worries me, and that just leads into that heroin use.
Bordage says over the years he's learned that it could be anyone abusing these drugs, from the quietest student to the most successful athlete. And he truly believes that it comes along with the urge to simply fit in. But where is it that these prescription drugs actually come from?
They're getting them from their parents' medicine cabinet. They're finding them in the drawer from grandpa's knee surgery. They're buying them, and then they're turning around and selling them for anywhere from $5 to $10 to $15 a pill.
Bordage speaks for all administrators when he says this creates worry. Drug presence in the community is known of, but it often goes ignored. Alpena schools are making it a point to educate on this topic by interacting with parents often, having DARE role models in the schools, and holding frequent assemblies for students to focus on these difficult subjects.
We're dealing with minors mostly. We're also making sure that those minors aren't distracted by such activity and that they're here to get their education like they should be.
Be a strong individual. Be faithful in yourself to make good decisions and try to do good things. Just say no.
In Alpena, Lindsay DeLucia, WBKB News. On Friday, we'll wrap up our series on the effect of heroin in our community with an inspiring story of recovery that you won't want to miss.